Federal government, after the 6 months of lockdown, total lockdown, school has been closed. Now have announced the reopening of school. Is that a good news or bad news?
Well, as a parent, my child will not go to school for now. The life of my child is very important to me. She's my daughter and she's 7 years old. I'd rather protect her than exposing her to these harsh realities of coronavirus.
Hi guys, it's your girl Swatcha, the street diva. Today I am super excited because I'm already on the streets to ask the public about their opinion.
In my opinion, I think they should still stay at home. I know that the students and the pupils have lost enough, they've lost lots of things, but it is very difficult to trap children in one place. You can't ask them to put on their nose mask or wash their hands and not touch friends. It's very, very difficult to hold them. So in my own opinion, I think they should just stay in their houses where their parents will be able to keep an eye on them.
Does that mean you don't trust the government capability and the school's capability to curtail this?
Okay, they are kids, right? If it's an adult, we can actually do what we're supposed to do. But as a kid, there is a minimal way that you can control them, and they play a lot. By the time they start touching things, they start playing around, you don't know what they're going to bring home. And their first contact to the house is either their parents, and it's either me or my wife. And I don't want to start having headache over another thing that happens in the school. I'd rather control my word at home, teach her whatever I want to teach her. If she needs to learn anything online, we'll do that online. But for now, I'm not going to expose my daughter to school.
So does that mean when school resumes, you're not sending her back to school?
Honestly, I will not. Till when I'm 100% sure that the whole system is clean and the coronavirus is maybe reading -000 in Nigeria. But as at now, even if it's reading 1% out there, I'm not going to expose my words to the school.
I think the issue of reopening of school is long overdue. In other nations of the world, schools are reopening and life is returning into those nations. I think we need to follow suit in Nigeria. We need to open up our schools. A whole academic year is already spoiled in Nigeria. So I think it's better we open up the school for our children to return back to school.
It's a good news, sort of, but on the other hand, I think it's going to be a problem.
When you say a problem, what does that mean?
Because most parents, I'm not speaking for myself, I'm putting myself in the shoes of some parents. For during this period of the lockdown, most of them, they were not doing anything. So there was no source of income coming in. As I speak, a lot of them have lost their jobs. So where do they get money to fund their children's school fees? So that's why I said it's going to be a problem. It's good news on one hand, then it's a problem on the other hand.
Because house is too boring for somebody to stay. Even when you stay at home, not have anything to do, not see your friends, it's too boring.
Because home is too boring. Staying at home is not good. We are not learning anything at home. Busy watching television. Television will not help us. We'll just be watching people and we are doing nothing at home. We are not reading at all. Just staying at home is not good.
Okay, now, because we are afraid when you go back to school, you will not control yourself. Federal government said don't be close to each other, wear face masks. Do you think you can keep to those rules?
Yes, we can. We can keep to it.
What will you do when you go back to school?
We'll use hand sanitizer and mask and we'll keep a distance, social distance between each.
You use our hand sanitizer, wash our hands regularly, and keep social distance with your friends.
We wash our hands regularly, make use of face masks and our hand sanitizer and keep social distance from other people.
So do you think your parents are ready for you? They have the money for you to go back to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think we are ready for this as a country?
Well, left for me, we should consider these little ones. As in the little ones, what I mean by the little ones are those in reception, as in pre-nursery and even nursery school, even grade classes. They cannot control themselves alone now.
So are you advising those in secondary and maybe the higher primary age should be and leave the little ones.
The little ones, at least those ones they are a little bit wiser. They know what is right to do, you understand? But these little ones, they don't know. And how many teachers or how many nannies are in each of the schools, you understand, that will be able to take care of, wash your hand or monitor children?
Do you think schools should reopen?
Yes, essentially before now, so many activities was grounded, and if you want to look as per the schools, they are part of the activities, add value to the society. And if with the passage of time and with the measures the federal government is saying they are putting in place, so I sincerely believe that schools they should reopen, but it should be in phases. And when the phase opening is taking place, those preventive measures for the students should also be implemented.
Schools should open in phases. Give us the breakdown.
In phases, I mean, because usually we know with what the disease is, how prone it can be. We know how the little kids like those in the nursery or the primary school might be, how they tend to do things. So we can just start with the much senior ones, in quotes, maybe those in the university levels and those in the senior cadets of the secondary school that we know very well. They know their left and right, and when we see what the result is with like a week or two, so we know, okay, then we can go to the lower classes.
What class are you?
I'm in just one.
Just one. So federal government have announced the reopening of school after 6 months of staying at home. Is that a good news to you?
Yes. I'm tired of staying at home. I cannot keep on staying at home this way.
Emmanuel, is school and health, which one is more important?
The both of them are important to me. I have some reasons. Because of I need to go to school to know what I want to be in future. I need to be alive so that I can take care of my parents and my education.
So you think if you go back to school when the children are too much, you think you will not contract coronavirus?
When I will not contract the coronavirus is when I follow the right protection, like
And give me the examples of those rights.
social distancing, not shaking your neighbors, putting your face masks, wearing hand gloves, like all those. If we want to go back to school, and even though they don't want us to really go and learn in school, at least even is for us to go and write our exams. Because of the junior classes cannot come and meet us in the senior classes, that is not going to be right.
Because children themselves, they are tired of staying at home. Even myself being a mother, I'm tired of them. So what I want federal government to do is for them to provide either medical cures that will protect them for prevention of contacting Koro, or they leave the children until they provide the medical cure.
When we say federal government, you already have the capacity and the capability and measures in place to curtail this. You think you don't trust their own?
I don't really trust the federal government, but there's an extent to which they can go. Even if they want to give those facilities in government schools, there are some private schools that are just upcoming that I don't think they'll be able to afford the facilities to take care of the children.
So now maybe you should tell me the difference. If you think private school and the government school, which one do you think can handle this?
Okay. I know some government schools, they can handle it, and big private schools can handle it also. But those upcoming ones, there are some private schools that you don't even know where to classify them, whether they are private or they are public schools. Those ones, I don't think, if any other school is going to resume, I don't think they should allow those ones to resume.